Remember all those videos I made about how to make the floats? Take 2. Remember all those videos I made about how to I make these floats? Take 3. Remember all those videos I made about how I make these floats? But let me show you how I use them. I bring 3 size floats with me. I bring my long stem float, my short stem float, and now my snub stemmed float. Good for really shallow water, good for more deeper water and much better sensitivity. And this one kind of splits the difference between the two. I've also done a video on how I rig these. This is my basic rig. I have a crappie rod, 9-foot crappie rod, Okuma ABF 20, 8-pound test line, because I do a lot of trolling. You can use 4, you can use, I've used these things with like 20-pound line. It doesn't really matter. It depends on what I'm fishing with. So what I do, I put a hook, put some weight. This is made for this comes from old lead core line that I've had. Then I have a bead that goes to one of my snap swivels, another bead, and then a stopper knot. Now, what I can do is select, say, the long float. I snap this guy on. That's why I give you all these swivels and stuff with it, so you'll know. Right now I can fish that guy just like that. And I know it's fairly deep here, so wave, wave, wave. If you're gonna use open face reels, use your bait float reels like this. So I don't have to open the bail to let out more line. I flip that lever and it automatically pulls out more line. So I can cast it just like that. You can use split shot leads. In fact, I prefer split shot leads, but I have all that lead core line going, so it's no need to get rid of it just because I don't have it. Then I have a second rod. It's the same rod, but I will have this one set up purely off the bottom. So I have my weight here and my snap swivels down here. That's why I send you all those snap swivels so you have plenty of options. About 3 feet up from that, I'll put a hook with my bait on it. So basically I can fish from the bottom of the water column up and with the float from the top of the water column down. And so I can have this guy dragging behind the boat and I can be casting in towards the bank and whatever that way. The long floats are better for long distance casting or where you need to see the float from a long distance away. That's what it's best for. The middle size float is better for shallower water where you just can't, that big long float just won't be able to function properly. And this thing is really for almost fishing the margins. Now here's one of the things you'll find. Sometimes the bait will wrap all the way around that, and that's something that you don't want. If that starts slipping on you, the weight there, what you do is take another piece of string and tie that stopper knot there. So I ship these with string and stuff. So say that was a split shot. Well, that split shot won't go below that, all right? I always cast by catapult method. You just drop this handle like that. Caught something. Yep. I believe those bluegill, when they feel that bobber, they kind of let it go. I'm going to be honest with you. So what we're trying to do is fish a rock bluff wall. Ooh, channel cat. For the waters I fish, I get the most consistent results fishing off the bottom. See, so there is no one way to fish. That's my whole point. In clear water, they're out deeper. We're definitely getting bites on the float, but we're actually catching fish off the bottom. So again, you just flip, let out line. Don't ever have to open the bail if you don't want. Stagnant, still, non-moving piece of bait is just not really very attractive to fish. You add a little bit of movement to it. Even when I'm fishing with the float, I'll cast it out and just slowly reel it back in. I'll catch way more fish like that than I will just sitting there waiting for something to come along and bite, you know. Yep, just wanting to blow me back downstream. Yeah, we got hit. We're getting hits on the other one already again. Oh gosh. Yeah, baby. Yep, we got something. Yeah, maybe a little channel. Whoa, 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 whoa. So I think a catfish hooked him. If you find that the floats aren't working, well, forget them. I mean, it's just, you use whatever works, dude. What could it be? What could it be? A little glue. Sandwich. Half a sandwich at least. That is not bait. They're in the deeper water and they're seemingly wanting the slower speed. Female. Did I ever show you these weights? I'm using these weights that are from old cast nets. In fact, it's out fishing my slinky weights. Really? You came off. What is it, fellas? Another channel. They eating. They just turned on the gate, so they got some current now. Oh gosh, we got another one here. While we're getting that one off the hook, we got one here. Got bait left over from last year, plus that should be enough to get us kind of started this season of catfishing. And I got my jugs. Pushing a little current, we're throwing up onto the bank in a little back eddy I found here. Something was messing with it and couldn't figure out what it was, and then I believe now's the time to have that cheese bait with the channels right now. The truth is I catch more channel catfish with these fellas, I think I'm going home. Got another couple of orders to start on. If you're interested in these, check them out. They're on the website, and I will talk to you guys later.